welcome back to my channel. My name's Helen, and today we are going to do my Scrabble and TBR game again, and this month it is going to be called Scrabble and a Second Cousin. Now, the person who I've asked to pick my books this month is called Nikki. She is my dad's cousin, so I don't even know if that's classed as second cousin. Is it first cousin once removed? I don't know, but for the purpose of Scrabble and, it's going to be an S and it's going to be Scrabble and second cousin, just for now, so it sounds a bit better. She is the children and family lead at the library that I work for, so I thought, what better month than the month that I'm doing Believathon 3 to ask somebody who specialises in children's literature and middle grade. And she reads mostly that. So her 4 treatises have been sent to me and I'm dead excited. They look really good. I thought I would wear my Children in Need Pudsey earrings, seeing as we're talking about children's books and our middle grade books. So yeah, so I thought I'd wear them today because I don't often get a chance to wear them. Yeah, so 8 of the books will be me picking them from my trusty Scrabble bag. And I've put it up there, but you won't be able to see it, will you? Oh, there you go. So I will pick my eight tiles and we'll have a look what we can find. I've got the prompts for Believathon here, so I'm hoping to try and fit all of those in. There's 13 altogether. So yeah, 8 from me, 4 from Nikki, and then we'll do a Twitter poll of 4 other middle grades that you can pick from. I didn't explain this very well last time. As it happened, those letters didn't come out, but there are some letters where I thought, oh, I don't know if I'd be able to find anything from them. So if I get an X, a Z or a V, then I have to pick a non-middle grade book. So each month that I get any of those letters, which are a bit more difficult to find books with, I have to pick an opposite to what I'm actually looking for. So this month it's middle grade, so if I pick any of those like that, I'll have to pick a non-middle grade, so it's going to go against what I'm trying to do, if that makes sense. If I pick a blank one, that means I'm not tied to a letter. I can pick any middle grade that I want. So we'll see how that goes. Luckily, like I say, last month I didn't explain it because none of those letters come out and I'd already picked, so that's what's going to happen. So we'll get started and see how we go. So the first letter, I'll pick all the letters and then we'll look for the books. So I've got a G. I'll pick it up in a minute and show you what they all are. I've got an N. I've got an S. Oh, spilling them all everywhere. I've got an X. Oh, there you go. A non-middle grade, fabulous. An E. Bit excited, isn't it? D. Gosh, I've got some letters that I got last month as well. An M. And the last one, an O. So I've got no double letters. That's good. So they're my letters. Oh. G, N, S, X, E, D, M, O. That was good, wasn't it? So I will now go through. They're just falling everywhere. Yeah, it's very polished, this, isn't it? Let me find. Right, so let's see if I can find any middle grades that match any of these. So we didn't get a B. You watch, there'll be none on here now, or a T. Can't do me bed knobs and broomsticks. Do you know what, guys? We're going to really struggle off here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. I've got one. The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis. That can be me S. We didn't get a J or an L. Well, this was really successful, wasn't it? Right, let me have a look on my list, because I did plan, if I got certain letters, what I would do. So let's see, and see if I can find my letters. Right, the first letter I got was a G, and under that I've got The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I haven't physically got a copy here, I've got it ordered from the library, because that's what I want to read, and that would go with the prompt. Let me find the prompts. Incorporate folk tales for middle grade. So we'll go with that one, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. N, Never and Forever. Oh, that's the third Cressida Cowell book, but I haven't read the second one, so I'll have to pick another one for N. I've just done the silver chair for that one. X, I have to read a non-middle grade. What non-middle grade do I really want to read this month? Let's go for. Hang on. Non-middle grade. Right, we're going with The Helpline. I really want to read that. So for the non-middle grade, I'm going for The Helpline by Catherine Collette. Jermaine Johnson likes Sudoku, biscuits and maths. She's great with numbers and not so great with people, but after an incident at work leaves her jobless. She's forced to accept a position she's entirely wrong for, answering the phones of the senior citizens helpline. So yeah, definitely giving that one a go. So that was my non-middle grade. So for E, I'm going to go for SEO Trot by Roald Dahl. I picked a couple of Roald Dahl ones for this because I've got them on my little girl's shelf for when she's old enough for us to start reading them together. Basically about a tortoise, I believe. I don't know much about it. Mr. Hoppy loves Mrs. Silver. Mrs. Silver loves Alfie the tortoise. Sometimes Mr. Hoppy wishes he could become a tortoise, until one day he finds a way to win Mrs. Silver's heart with the help of a little magic and some cabbage. It's only really tiny, so it's a good job because I've got to fit 13 prompts in, 13 books. I'm probably going to have to have some more if I can't fit them into the prompts. So yeah, SEO Trot for that one. The next one, D, Danny, Champion of the World. I don't know what this is about. I've never read this one. Danny thinks his dad is the most marvellous and exciting father any boy ever had, but Danny's dad has a very big secret. This secret leads them both into the strangest adventure of their lives and a daring plot that makes Danny the champion of the world. So willing to give that one a go. For O, I had to do some exploring online, so just bear with me. I've got my tablet, I've got to look. I'm going for Other Words for Home by Jasmine Wager, and I'll put a picture of any that I haven't got up. It says, a gorgeously written, hopeful middle grade novel in verse about a young girl who must leave Syria to move to the United States. Perfect for fans of Jason Reynolds and Aisha Saeed. So, not a big fan of books in verse, I just don't really fancy that, but I'll give it a go and see if I like it. So that's O. M, I was thinking, oh, let me find it. Malamander. I heard not a lot of people talking about that in past Believathon, so I thought I'd give that a go. That is by, oh, is that Thomas Taylor? Yeah, Thomas Taylor says, nobody visits Erie-on-Sea in the winter, especially not when darkness falls and the wind howls around more rocks and the wreck of the battleship Leviathan, where even now some swear they have seen the unctuous Malamander creep. So, yeah, that for M. And then N, I was thinking another one that I've heard a lot of people talk about for Believathon is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. Let me find what that says. Morrigan Crow is cursed, destined to die on her 11th birthday, but as the clock strikes midnight, she's whisked away by a remarkable man called Jupiter North and taken to the secret city of Nevermore. So I'm going to do that one for N. Was that all the letters that I've covered them all? I think so. So I will now move on to Nikki's 4 books that she chose for me. I'll need my tablet again because I haven't got a couple of them. But the first one she chose was The Clockwork Crow by Catherine Fisher. Catherine? Yeah. And it says, the Clockwork Crow was lying on its side. One of its small bright eyes was looking straight at her. When Seren Reese is given a newspaper parcel by a stranger late at night in a freezing Victoria train station, she has no idea what trouble it contains. She's heading for a new life in the remote country house of Plazy Fran, but when she gets there, the happy Christmas she hoped for turns out to be an illusion. So yeah, that one sounds really good. The next one that she chose was Skeleton Keys, the Unimaginary Friend, and that's by Guy Bass. It says, "Greetings, my name is Skeleton Keys, and these fantabulent fingers of mine open doors to hidden worlds. Join me for the curious tale of Ben Bunsen, whose only friend is a figment of his imagination until now." And then at the bottom it says, "Prepare for monsters, pirates, and a story so truly unbelievable that it must be unbelievably true." So yeah, that's a good one. She then chose Crater Lake by Jennifer Killick. So let me find what I know about that one. Who is the mysterious bloodstained man who stops their coach? Why is no one around when Lance and the rest of the Year 6 arrive at the brand new Crater Lake Activity Centre? But this is just the beginning of the school trip from hell. So there's that one. Gosh, there's a lot of creepy ones in this, isn't it, for a bit of a scaredy cat, at least the middle grade. And the last one that Nikki chose was Planet Stan by Elaine Wixon. And it says, "Sometimes the only way to make any sense of my life is to put it all in charts and diagrams, but even that just makes me realise how far away from normal my family is, especially my little brother Fred. I hope that you'll find some useful survival tips in this book, but if not, then at least it'll cheer you up to know your life is," and I'm assuming it says something like better than mine, or I don't know, it cuts off on Amazon. But yeah, Planet Stan, I love pie charts and stuff, so that's the geek in me. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. So those are Nikki, oh, not that one. Those and the other two I've just mentioned are Nikki's books. So yeah, like I said, some creepy ones there, but we'll see how we go. Now, for my 13th pick, I'm going to do a Twitter poll. So I've picked 4 middle grades that you can choose from. So the first one is the one that HarperCollins sent to me as a proof copy, so A Clock of Stars. So that, it said on the description, was a mixture between Narnia and Mary Poppins. So there's that one. The next one is The Twisted Tale, A Whole New World. It looks at what happens if Aladdin didn't get the lamp first and Jafar got it. So yeah, how beautiful is that cover? So there's that one. The next one is one that I've mentioned in my vlog in a recent vlog that I treated myself to for my Amazon wishlist, Bedknobs and Broomsticks by Mary Norton. I'm hoping it's just like the film because I loved that with Angela Lansbury, but yeah, that's another option. And then the last one is The Boy at the Back of the Class by Anjali Q. Rave. Yeah, really, that's about a little boy. He's a refugee who runs away from the war, and he sits lonely at the back of the class until people start to find out about him, and then they become friends. So that's a really good one as well. So yeah, you've got those 4 to choose from. So I'll put a Twitter poll up and I'll leave it up like I did with the last one for about a week. So yeah, there's that. So fitting them into the Believathon prompts. The first one is a mystery book, and I'm pretty sure any of the creepy ones that Nikki mentioned could class as a mystery book. An author from a different culture, if you choose this one, then we've got that covered. If not, I will add another one in. An audiobook, I'm just going to try and find one of these on audiobook to cover that one. Supernatural elements. Well, I'm assuming, seeing as there's a skeleton in it, do we think that could class as supernatural? Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Set in an alternative world, we've got The Silver Chair, set in Narnia, but by the sounds of it, a few of them are set in alternative worlds. Features a ghost. Do any of those creepy ones feature a ghost? I don't know, but if they don't, I'll have to add one in. Dangerous setting, again Narnia, I think we class that as dangerous. We've had the Snow Queen, haven't we? We've had them going into battle with Caspian, so yeah, I'd class that as a dangerous setting. But again, some of these sound like dangerous settings. Crater Lake, that sounds dangerous for those Year 6 children, doesn't it? An author new to me, I haven't read any Catherine Fisher. I haven't read any, let me see, Catherine Collette is the Helpline one. I haven't read any by her before. There's quite a lot of new ones to me here, so we've got that covered. Features a prominent villain. Well, if we do Whole New World, that's a villain. But by the sounds of some of these creepy ones, there's going to be some villainous people in that. So when I do my wrap up, I will go through the prompts and how they connected. But yeah, I think we've got villain covered. A beautiful cover. Which is the most beautiful? Well, I like this one because of the what's it called, foil cover. I'd say that's a beautiful cover. So we've got that covered. A colourful cast of characters. I definitely think some of the ones that Nikki said for me. Monsters and pirates, and that's a colourful cast of characters, so we'll go with that one. Incorporate Sport Tales, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I'd already had a look ahead and thought of that one, so yeah, good for that one. And published in 2020. I believe A Whole New World, was that published in 2020? Let me see. Yeah, published in 2020. Clock of Stars, that's coming out, well, that'll have come out on the 1st of October. So that one was 2020. So yeah, we've got that covered. So I do think I could cover all 13 prompts with the ones I've got. But if I have to add any in, I will. Now, the other readathon that I only found out about a couple of days ago was they're doing another Join the Six readathon. And I will link Cats and Cameras channel below, and she talks about that. Now, oh gosh, what's the name of the book? The Six of Crows is the book that it's based on this time, because they've got the six in it again. And I've never read that book, but they go through all the characters, and if you read 3 prompts for one of them characters, then you're part of that 6. But there's another one. Oh, I can't remember the name, but I'll put a thing here of what it's called. Oh, the Dregs, and it basically means you just have to read 1 prompt. Can I remember that prompt? Probably not. I can't remember that prompt, but I'm going to try and take part in that. At least do 1 prompt. If I can fit any of these into that, then I will try. And I might even add to this video at the end once I've gone back and looked and let you know what I'm doing. But yeah, there we go. That's my Scrabble. I'll try and put together the ones that I've at least got here. Bear with me. Oh, making some funny noises in this video, aren't I? So included in here are some of the ones that you've got to choose from. So one of them will be picked, but quite a few of them are going to be on ebook, and there's going to be at least 1 audio book as well. So that was a Scrabble and Second Cousin. I will link Nikki's Twitter down below, because if you're interested in middle grade, go and check out her Twitter page, because she's always talking about the books she reads. So thank you, Nikki, for helping me out this month. And yeah, looking forward to it, and I will let you know how I get on. Thanks, bye. Hi everyone, I thought I would just round up the options for Believathon. I hadn't really made clear exactly which ones I was using for which prompts, so I've decided to go for Malamander as the mystery book, Other Words for Home as the book for a different culture, SEO Trot as the audio book, Skeleton Keys for the supernatural element, the Silver Chair for the alternate world. I'm going to include the Ghost Sword for middle grade monthly for a book that features ghosts. Dangerous Setting, Crater Lake. New to me author Nevermore. I don't think I've read anything by Jessica Townsend. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Danny Champion the World for prominent villain. There does sound like there might be a villainous character in there. The beautiful cover is Clockwork Crow. Colourful cast of characters, Planet Stan. Folk Tales, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. And for the book published in 2020, Whole New World and Clock of Stars. Love this picture that we've got. But as you can see, Sophie stickers. Sophie stickers. All my walls are covered in stickers. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know which ones I was reading for which prompts. And yeah, they could be up to change, but I think that's what I'm sticking with. Okay, bye.